Graceful ending. Chorus is the word of the day. Aside from string gauge, which is 2 words.
What's going on, everybody?
How's it going?
Feeling good on a Wednesday. Yeah.
Man,
How's everybody doing?
I'm fully appreciating the tilt shaft breaker combo right now. It's funny. I haven't, like, you've always said it, and I've tried it out and been like, oh, that's cool, but, like, it just feels great with all of this.
Yes.
Everything that's happening, all the variables here. Yeah.
So I got here, and Sam was like, hey, I dialed you in a killer tone on your board. And I'm like, okay. And I changed my board around a little bit because I played at church for Easter.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know you put the Harby on it, but yeah.
yeah, I put the Harby and the Lightspeed on in place of the Kernome.
Right.
Just because I don't use the Kernome ever.
Oh, yeah, the Lightspeed, I guess, too, is also, yeah.
Yeah. And Sean has this on his board, like the Lightspeed, and I was like, I want to try it and see how it is. And I really like the Harby, and you know, apart from the crazy chorus sound that you got for me, you're pretty close to like.
So I will say, I was scrolling through the H90 because it was just on some random thing, and there was a Paradise City patch, and I put it on, and it was like, okay, and then like went into the Mobius and tried to like match that chorus, because you always say with the Mobius there isn't really a sound that you like. So there you go. There's your easy chorus.
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Baker, Mr. Tubbs? Everybody, thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, so anyway, so I changed my board around, and because I've never actually built this the way that I wanted to build it at all.
I feel like the front row has changed a lot. Like the rev stuff is kind of stayed where it is. I feel like the daily driver has too, but the rev stuff has stayed and the loop stuff has stayed with the addition of the H90.
Yeah, like originally I laid this out to have the like Gig Rig G3 here, and I think the radial is actually supposed to be over here, but I don't remember.
We got to do that still.
And then I'm not gonna have all of our pedals on here. I just had all of them except the Mauler on here because we built this at NAMM last April.
Yeah.
To use for
videos and stuff. Being Manny built it.
Yes,
at NAMM. I remember him building it on the show stage that we had at the booth. It's also like the Footloose tone.
I don't know how to play Footloose.
Just go to position 2 on that, and then you're pretty much good. 2 means yeah. That's pretty much it.
That's super 80s. Like, I was making like this playlist on Spotify for my kids. That it's called like kids dance songs, but really what it is just an excuse for me to listen to pop songs from the 70s and 80s.
Nice.
So it's got like Staying Alive, like it's got like the Bee Gees and all the stuff that you probably have to play in the Big City All-Star Band.
Yeah, lots of like the Nile Rodgers. That's a very heavy tone. But like a lot of the Nile Rodgers stuff. Lots of like the right hand stuff. That's a very simple. but you know what I mean. Like lots of just the right hand rhythmic kind of like chordy.
Yeah, like
stuff.
Stevie Wonder Superstition and like lots of like kind of a little bit more like funkier sounding stuff, right?
Yeah, delays. All that fun stuff.
So so it has the like. So I found like 6 songs that I could remember that I wanted to put on it for them, right? And the like Spotify has all the like suggested things afterwards, and it quickly like went far off the deep end into like 80s rock tunes and
but it's hard to deny
like Starship and like
it's
awesome
hard to deny how fun this type of tone is to play on though.
That noise gate's killing me.
That's Footloose, isn't it?
I don't know. Our buddy Scott Bernard was Kenny Loggins' guitar player for forever. He got to play that tune every night.
Man, that would be a rip live to like actually play that in an arena and everyone's like.
Dude, that guy is
Just
so good. I don't know if you've ever
stomping.
met Scott or seen Scott play.
No, I've heard you mention him though.
Yeah, he is so good. He actually commented on the Stringjoy thing.
Oh, cool.
And I think he also commented on the SSS thing, talking about he plays. He's got a Bluesman sedan like Luke has, except it actually has the Bluesman pickups in it.
Right.
Where Luke's is all
The Fishman.
models.
Fishman out Bluesman.
I could change it if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the tone that Sammy.
Which is far off what our topic is today, but
Yeah, but it's fun.
but it's fun. And you could put some
So,
delay
like-
on too, but your timeline was doing the weird thing again.
So at church. So this was like my chord tone was either this like
Backed off a little bit. Well, I
yeah,
pinned the
right there.
level by accident
Max
there.
was here. My little guy was playing with my board at the end of
Oh.
while I was
I
packing
was
up
like,
church.
that's how you're using it?
I'm pretty sure it was around there, and then it might have been. Yeah, so for like the heavier stuff, like the more rock tunes.
Super heavy.
like-
Easter service.
I mean, I played in drop D for the first song.
He did.
Oh man, that's crazy.
So that was
Holy
my,
cow.
dude, that was my,
Sounds
Yeah.
good. That sounds great. I would use that tone for stuff that I
except
do. Yeah.
stereo amps that were slightly out of phase somehow. So
Slightly.
Yeah. Did you try to flip the phase on the
I
80
did, and it didn't fix it. It got worse, got nasalier. So yeah, sometimes without the shimmer, like sometimes just that, or I was using this.
Those two together sound crazy good.
The other thing that was that I took a page out of Lukey's book, looking at his board. He was doing something a little different because he doesn't have the tilt boost, but I noticed him stacking like both sides of the tilt with the chat breaker.
That's a lot of gain there, bud.
Yeah, bud,
so-
we rip it at church.
So,
Wow,
what I,
that's a lot of gain on your voice too, bud. Settle down.
I just got excited. I'm sorry.
so then I moved to this, which is just tilt boost into tilt boost.
I've been telling everybody forever, Sean, you can attest to this. I told Sean, I was like, man, using like running one tilt boost, cutting the lows into a tilt that's boosting the lows, the way it kind of like cancels each other out and kind of the stacking you get with it sounds great. Now you guys understand. Luke, do you have the tilt boost? You have the overdrive.
I have the overdrive, not the boost. Sorry, guys.
Should gain your voice down a little bit there, buddy.
No. I actually just cranked you in my ears, that's why.
Did Derek get a haircut?
Yes, I did. And thank you to my lovely wife who cut my hair last night at 11 o'clock at night because I haven't gone somewhere to get my hair cut since I got married.
He's giving me Dennis the Menace vibes. That's just Derek in general. Derek is Dennis the Menace on this stream.
Legit, if you met my son Max, like if we ever let him on,
He
like
looks like
Max
him.
legit, it looks like Dennis the Menace, like super like bleach blonde.
He's probably
And-
getting to that age too, eh?
Oh, he's such a little hellraiser.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I get texts from my wife probably like at least once or twice a week during the day saying, just so you know, Max is for sale. So,
Child for sale.
and then she's like, I'm kidding, but also,
Hey Garrett, what's up, buddy? Boost can be a very tilted parameter. Certainly can.
so yeah, anyway, that's how I was running this. So I will eventually like redo my board so that it has like what I'll actually use. I did forget to try the,
Oh no. I'm sure that would have been very appreciated by the congregation.
I bet you if I didn't let it drone out at the end, people wouldn't notice.
Yeah, we got away with a lot of stupid stuff. When
Oh
we were
yeah,
live.
dude. There was like more than once that there was like a in the middle of the, and you watch like you know Brent McRae. Nice. Brent was playing bass, so you watch Brent start laughing as he hears a quick like, or like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny.
So
And next step is to sneak in the fart pedal.
I've done that before.
Bradford did that on a couple
Yeah.
of big city gigs, and we all just like lost it. See if anybody would notice. People were generally quite drunk and dancing and didn't, but it was hilarious.
People over at the gear page are upset with Universal Audio. Oh, what happened?
Why? What happened?
Yeah. And what are you guys drinking tonight? I have the old PBR. Yes, I've thrown in a little bit of Top Gun here and there at church.
Man, I will say, these strings feel really good. To kind of get into where we're going at, this guitar feels really great. I gotta fix these frets. I forgot my files. But aside from the slightly popping frets from the weather, like this thing feels
It'll move back
really
in
dialed
like
right now.
a month.
Yeah. How's that thing feeling?
This?
Yeah.
Amazing as always.
Yeah.
It doesn't move.
Yeah.
I do want to sand the neck so that it is more like this.
I have some
Oh,
6
something
standard.
happened there too, eh?
I was gonna ask you about that. I saw that when
That's
I went
new.
to look at it. Yeah. It might have happened over the weekend.
No, I don't know. It's probably not new.
Well, I noticed it for the first time when I went to restring it yesterday.
Yep.
Vanilla pistachio iced coffee. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Strings
Oh,
are
man,
awesome, and their string conditioner is awesome too. Oh, really? I'll have to try it out.
$200 pre-authorization for service outside of their 1-year warranty, even if their firmware update brick the pedal.
Ooh.
Ooh, that sucks. I gotta say, like, I really like how Universal Audio's interfaces sound, but we've
Yeah,
had
the Twin
two,
X sounds amazing.
We've
The
had
two.
two of the, like the 8P and the Apollo 8. We have two of them here, and we've had problems with both of them. Meanwhile, we have the Scarlets for like the mobile rig, and also our setup here is really weird.
They sound like they have a blanket on them comparatively, but they last.
Yeah, they work,
Yeah.
which is nice, but yeah. So anyway, and I don't like the UA, like the Ruby, the Dream, and the Woodrow. I haven't liked.
I love the recording stuff and the plugins.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I haven't really tried a lot of the pedal stuff, admittedly, other than what we've tried.
Have I ever used String Cleaner? No.
I did
never.
actually use some of the string stuff, like the Music Nomad stuff on some of the guitars. They're new.
The string stuff? I've never used this.
They're new
like-
sets, but they just kind of make it like quick.
I used to use like polish and like polish like not just polish my guitar, but polish the neck and stuff like that when I
But
play.
he's talking about like fast fret or something.
No,
like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Number one, I don't play that fast. Number two,
Well,
Yeah.
it's more of just like it kind of gives if the strings feel like dull or like when they get dull and corroded they feel kind of slower. It'll just kind of help with that. Like it makes them feel more slick. But
I just changed my strings.
like with Morgan, like with Dom, like at the beginning of every show, I'll do all the guitars with the string one. I think it's called like the Music Nomad stuff. It's like the little thing.
But doesn't he have acid hands?
Not really, no.
Oh, who's the one who has acid hands? That I was talking to.
I don't know. Dom's not too bad.
Somebody I was talking to. No, it is Dom, because TJ was talking about it.
Oh.
That his like
I didn't find it too bad.
hardware and that he's like it's just disgusting.
Well, I think it
So,
just didn't get really cleaned and
Also-
like, as extensively as TJ takes care of stuff. But
smash that like button for us tonight, there, guys. Sorry
there
we
you
haven't
go.
said that earlier. And also, we've been looking at the YouTube analytics lately, and most of you are not subscribed to our channel. It would be awesome if you would subscribe to our channel. If not, that's less awesome. So anyway, Ronnie, you use 13s in standard tuning. Man, so I'm really intrigued by this. Like I posted about it in
I
the
used 12s for a while.
community. Really?
I think it was I was playing in a band that was playing in drop C, and,
that's why.
I was
Okay.
just I was too lazy to change my strings when I had to play in standard.
Oh
And
yeah.
I also didn't have money for new strings all the time, so I just tuned it up, and just got used to it. And then my hands, like after a while, after like a couple years, started hurting, and I was like, all right, I'll use 11s. And I've been digging the 11 to 52s a lot, and I will say, the set that is on this, and we'll get into what we're actually going to fully talk about. But I believe this is either the 10 to 48 or the 10.5 to, or maybe the 10 to 48. And even and what I will say I really like. We'll get more into this, but like a lot of companies, including Stringjoy now, are starting to do kind of like the in between gauges or like the balance tension sets, or like where the gauges in between are different to kind of compensate for tension stuff.
Yep.
And I really like how a lot of these sets feel. I think that one has got on it. Why can I hear it?
I was gonna say, who's watching the stream right now?
Oh, mine's on there. Why did it start streaming? That's weird. Oh, that's weird. I had the link open before it was live, and it just refreshed on my browser,
Nice.
and now it's live. I was like, why am I hearing my own voice?
Blake,
10 to 48. That's what's on there.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, Blake Weiland, who's my good buddy who sent these over to me, we were trying to see if we could get him to remote into the stream to talk to us about Stringjoy stuff, but it's not working because of the way that we do streaming here. So
We'll have to figure that out.
we will figure it out once Manny's back. So, and anyway, but not until Manny's back. So Blake will probably hop into the chat. There he is. The Tone Mob. If you guys don't know the Tone Mob podcast, you guys need to subscribe to that. Blake's very, very good.
You recently were in a Tone Mob video.
Yeah.
What was it? I forget what it was. I
Talking
remember
about
sharing it,
like
but-
artist endorsements and like
Right.
what do we look for?
Right.
in
How do you
working
get
with
an
artists.
how do you get an endorsement video? I thought that was a great video. Yeah, that was a super informative video. There've been a couple good videos like that recently, like that, and then the one that John Simons just did. Like, yeah,
Sonic Drive.
yeah, totally. But yeah, shout out Blake. If you guys got any questions, I will say, Blake, preemptively, I'm really, really enjoying all of these sets that you sent us. They feel really, really great.
This is my Rob. Blake's one of the owners at Stringjoy, dude. How do you not know this? How do the Stringjoys compare to D'Addario XLs? Better than D'Addario EXLs, D'Addario NYXL. It would be the closest thing to it.
This compares quality-wise to me to an NYXL for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, 100%. And looking at the prices are not that bad. Like we went on the Stringjoy site and we were like really surprised by how good the prices are for how like these feel quality-wise like an NYXL. I mean, obviously everything feels different. Like they feel to me.
Awesome.
In terms of the wind, yeah, like the wind in terms of how big it feels, like, I think kind of feels in between the two, but it is really smooth still. Like the regular XLs feel really, like you can feel the ribbing more, and these are quite smooth, which I really like.
I will say this. I
Yeah.
noticed no difference picking up my guitar with 10 to 48 on it than what I have on it normally with 10 to 46 from D'Addario. Like it
Yeah,
felt
totally.
like where when I've played some other strings, I won't out who they are because I don't think they suck or anything, but there are other strings when I've played them that I'm like, oh, these are not D'Addario's. So
It's funny because you're right, and I admittedly always have used D'Addario. This is the first time I'll say it, the first time I've tried Stringjoy, and this is the first time because like I use the NYXLs, and like they are more expensive, but like to me they just feel so good. Like they sound great, they have a great mid-range, they last longer, and this is the first time trying something else in a while that I haven't been like jarringly like, oh, I don't really like that. Like this feels as good to me. Like like totally like on par, if not honestly a little fuller. Like sonically, the NYXLs have a really nice higher mid character. These do, but they're a little more balanced, which I like, and they still feel kind of the same, like wind wise and tension wise.
yeah,
You know?
like what I liked about it is the tension changed slightly, like because the gauge is different, right? And I haven't found that like I don't have to change how I bend or how I play or anything. Like it all feels exactly the same and
Totally.
sounds really good. Like,
Sean, I think you would really enjoy these strings a lot. You should link up with Blake. I think you would really like these. I will say, yeah, Darren was using these for a long time on his Duesenbergs when he was using them, which would have been as far back as
what?
I think when I started
Hold
with
on a
Rev, like a while back, and he always really enjoyed them. What's up? Oh, it's your timeline. No, hit, turn a preset on and then off. Do A. Yeah.
Oh,
It's preset
So-
it's preset B on the timeline. Yeah.
just a shout out to Strymon that I've had my timeline in to be fixed twice already, and
Still
it
does the
needs to
same
go
thing.
another time, or it just needs to go.
Was there much setup required with the slightly heavy bottom strings? Not really.
Did you set this guitar up, or did you just?
I set all of them up, yeah.
Okay.
Not really on this one as much. just a little bit of like tightening the bridge. Like the bridge didn't really need a full setup. Just a little, like a tiny bit more tension on the back end of the bridge, but that's it. The goal for our balance is try to keep the feel as close to a string. Yeah, exactly. Like the tension feels extremely balanced.
Yeah.
And as I was saying, yeah, I feel like if you look at the gauges, like right now, Derek is using the 10 to 48 signature set, and on this I have the 10 to 46 Broadway. So the gauge for me, like the Broadway is, the 10 to 46 is pretty standard, but the in-between gauges also pretty standard on these, but these are nickel, like pure nickel. So that's why they feel so balanced. Yeah, the nickel's super warm, but they still, like for a nickel string, usually that would be a bit dull for me. I'm actually really surprised by that. You know what I mean? Usually an all nickel string would be like not a lot of attack. That's just nice and balanced.
Yeah, I think Blake was telling me, correct me if I'm wrong,
that's
Blake,
crazy.
but they're pretty bright.
Yeah, for
like
nickel.
The Broadways were supposed to be brighter.
They are, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. And then, yeah, on the 10 to 48, so this is a 10, and then, 13.5 on the second string, 17, 26, 36, 48.
I don't know what I normally play. Like I play NYXLs.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know
like
what
the
the
beat,
tension
the tension is different on the second and third strings for sure. But, and the signature would be the regular nickel wound, yeah, not the pure nickel. So this would be the equivalent to like the XL.
Yeah, and I do play, like, sometimes I play 10 to 52s, like light top, heavy bottom. Sometimes I play 10 to 46. It depends on what your dad puts on guitars when we take them there.
Yeah.
So.
And usually it depends on, I go through the shop and find the strings that we have.
Yeah.
And that's what we use, but I kept the ones that we put on that are here, so. Broadway should be punchier than a typical pure nickel. Yeah, definitely. That's what I was thinking, Blake, is like they're much punchier than most pure nickels that I've tried. Like on the split sounds. Tilt into tilt. The tilt. Sounds so good. These strings feel amazing.
So, Brad Hamilton says, aren't Stringjoys pretty expensive to get to Canada? I don't know.
I
had them.
I don't think so. I mean, getting anything to Canada is no more expensive than anything else that comes from the States.
Yeah, I had them shipped to our customs broker in the U.S., and then just when we picked up other stuff that we were picking up, I grabbed them then. So
that's more up to the government than Stringjoy. But I will say the price of the strings themselves are quite fair.
I do like I mean, this guitar is
Sounds killer.
Phenomenal, but I like the fact that I've done a lot of bending.
One person here knew what that riff was. That's funny. Rubber soap. Good catch.
So, yeah, I like the fact that I've done a bunch of bends, and it's staying in tune after you just restrung it.
Dude, I've had to tune these way less than a lot of strings that I've used, yeah. Working on expanding distro up here. Nice. Actually, now that you point that out, yeah, I'm tuning this a lot less.
Yeah, it's really great. So tonight's not just an advertisement for Stringjoy. Blake didn't ask us to do this, just so you guys know. I was just like, I was actually blown away. He just told me, I'm sending you a little care package, and asked me for an address, and I'm like, send it to our U.S. address, and then when I went and picked it up, I opened it up on Thursday last week. I got back, and I quickly opened up the package because I was like, oh, I should see what Blake sent me. And when I opened it up, I was like, oh, he sent me like a dozen sets of strings of all different gauges, the three different types, like the Broadways, the signatures, and the orbiters. And I was like, okay, well, I have no idea what's what. So I sent him a quick thank you and was like, hey, man, tell me what's what so I know what to do. And, then we were talking about it. And I was like, man, why don't we go through this? Because the idea of caring about like balance tension or even string gauge, like I always laugh at the string gauge comments when I see people ask like what gauge of strings that you use, because to me that's always been kind of a personal thing, meaning like what feels good to your hands and like what what are you able to play well, like
there's two sides. It's like objectively, yeah, heavy strings pull more tension, and therefore you'll get more sonically out of them, but that doesn't always translate to more depending on the player.
So the only reason
and what they like,
the only reason that I never play like 9s or 8s or anything like that is because I'm really heavy-handed with both hands.
Yeah.
So I push too hard, and I'll push like
For sure.
not so much when we're playing here, but when I played live.
Oh, it's a totally different ballgame.
I'm strangling the neck
Yeah,
to make sure
I can get away with recording with way lighter strings than I can play live with.
Yeah.
For sure, like playing live with 10s to me is a little
dicey.
Iffy. I mean, I've always enjoyed 11s in general, but recording it for standard, I would generally just use 10s. Yeah. But
I saw somebody comment about I think it was Will. Like I think Flux asked if we have any guitars in D standard, and if you're just talking about drop D, I don't know if you're talking about that or if you're talking about a full. Like down a full step.
I don't know if we have anything down a full step, but we can tune the Les Pauls down.
Yeah, the Les Pauls are tuned down a half step.
I just set up the trims on these, so let's leave them. Oh, one of the Les Pauls is in standard, and I forgot which one it is, so we'll have to tune one of them down.
That's fine.
We'll be Russian roulette.
What's up, Steven?
Les Pauls. What's up, Steven?
Mr. Arundel.
Flat-ons. I love flat-ons sometimes. They are super vibey. Peach Pit, Neil plays like an actual 60s Dano with flat-ons on it, and he just plays it with a ton of chorus through a deluxe reverb, and it sounds so good. Like, super fun to play. It's like one of my favorite tones.
Yeah, so anyway, back to what we were talking about.
Yes.
Which was that...
so this wasn't like, Stringjoy was like, hey, can you put these on the stream? Like, they sent the strings, and we were like, this would be a cool idea, because we have enough Strats and Les Pauls that we could do a direct comparison, like putting 9s and 10s and 11s on a Strat and on a Les Paul, and just see what we think. Honestly, yeah, and what actually sounds different. And
well, and Blake's like, I sent you a bunch of stuff so you could tell me what you like, right?
Can
and
you
then I was
scroll down,
like,
Luke?
I have no idea what I like because I've just been using 10 to 46 or 10 to 52s. And back in the day, I used to use either 10 to 60 or 11 to 70 JHS Zach Wild Boomers when I played live. Because again,
I remember putting those on back in the day. Yeah, just cranking it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I told it on the stream or if I was just telling you off of it that I used to hit so hard, and it was off stream because we were talking about how you hold your pick.
Right.
Right. And I turned my pick in.
You had asked.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was playing my Wolfgang with either 60s or 70s, and I would often hit and scrape the skin off of my knuckle. And it was dumb. Yeah. But I do remember it, I only started using 60s and 70s when we started tuning down a half step, and then we would be essentially drop D flat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, or drop C sharp, whatever you want to call it.
Drop C sharp, yeah.
So, I just found that when I would hit hard, you'd hear less of the the whole thing go out slightly from.
It's because there's more tension, and it's not varying as much from its center point because there's more holding it in place. And that's, my dad was always an advocate for that, because I mean I've always been not I don't strum like that, but I do pick quite hard.
Yeah.
And I've always he always kind of pushed me to be as heavy string gauge with as I was comfortable with, because obviously you don't want to do something that's uncomfortable and hurt your hand.
Yep.
But I've always kind of tried to go on the heavier end of what I liked. And I always kind of gravitated towards 11s tension-wise, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I think it was for that reason, because I was finding, I could pick harder, I mean, this is just in standard, but a 40, I guess this is a 46, but a 46 in standard is, relative to, I guess, medium tension, but I can pick that as hard as I want, and there's no, dip.
Yeah.
So as you were getting heavier, like when I started tuning really low, it was like he's like, oh, you know, you're gonna need to use really heavy strings, so that especially with those lower tunings, like if you can keep that tension at a lower tuning, that's when you can actually make those tones work.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the time when those like tones, low tuned guitars start to sound really flubby, is because the dudes are picking super hard on the low string,
Yeah.
like chugging away, and there's nothing holding that there, like stability wise. So I think, you know, for lower tunings, it definitely is important to use heavier strings. Standard, you know, you can go either direction, but I definitely think, I guess to answer, and my stance is like, is it important? Yeah, for lower tunings, 100%. Cause like,
Right.
But standard tuning, I think it's a matter of the feel that you like more than anything.
Yeah, well, to me, it's interesting that like Kyle Karich said this in the Rev community last night about. He said you should set up he said I should set up one of my Floyd guitars with 9s half step down. That's essentially what Van Halen did, right?
Well, it's like using 8s in standard, which isn't unheard of, but it's like you got to light.
What's up, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like. But what ends up happening is you end up adjusting how you play, right?
Yeah.
So like the fact that I hit hard when I like played in a rock band, like I don't playing at church now, right? Like
Yeah.
everything is. But playing in a rock band, you hit really hard, and like you end up developing like bad habits. Essentially, is what I had.
Yeah.
Is you know what I mean? So, you know. So anyway, so. I thought the best way to do this, instead of me taking literally a year to try all of the strings and tell Blake what I like and not being able to remember, you know, what I like and what I don't,
Yeah.
I figured the best bet was to do like 5 Strats strung up, and we took like the entire range of the gauges that he gave us.
Yeah.
And we did HSS guitars with that. They're not all
Yeah.
the same guitars, obviously, but they're close.
They're close enough that we could tell feel-wise what we're gonna like and what
Yeah.
we're not, and hear.
And then we did 3 Les Pauls with essentially 9, 10, and 11. He only sent us 1 set of 9s, so full disclosure, the Les Paul is a...
No, the NJ Strat.
So the NJ Strat has super slinkies on it.
Yeah, the NJ
instead.
Strat. We wanted to do 9s on a Strat. We just had the 1 set of 9s, which we put on the Les Paul because we wanted to try that, because you like your Les Pauls in E flat. And
I like all guitars in E flat. It's just that I end up playing
me too.
in standard at church. So
Yeah, but I was tuning the Les Pauls up to standard. You're like, oh no, put them in E flat. We want to try the 9s on the Les Paul in E flat, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
man, that's gonna be like no tension. So yeah, wait until you try that. Setting it up, I was like, oh man, I would not fare well with this.
which Les Paul did you put the 9s on?
I forget. So whatever.
So
is
we'll just whichever one feels like spaghetti.
There's a spreadsheet. It is the Slash Gold Top.
Did you put that back in the case?
Oh, I did. Sorry, Luke. The Gold Top is in the case over there.
It's that one
Oh
right there,
no!
Rich.
You know what? I think I might have actually put it in the mono. No, I got it. It's all good. I'm gonna just put it there because there wasn't enough room on the racks.
So anyway, yeah.
Here she blows.
So far, this feels great. Here, let me trade you. Let's put that Novo in there, because the Novo you didn't do the Novo, right?
Did not do the Novo.
No to the Novo. All right, so
There goes the air compressor. That sounds good.
yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. What do you guys use for string gauge? Like, I'm curious, like, if you're super picky about, like, I remember Joey Landreth. I don't know if he still uses Stringjoy, but he used like essentially a customized set.
What was that open C tuning they were using, right?
Yeah.
So it was like 16 or something crazy.
Yeah, he used like 17s in open C.
It was like the equivalent of using a heavy gauge in like an open C tuning,
Yep.
which is crazy. Yeah, I'm a big fan of like 11 to 52. Like I like a little more in the
Yep.
low end for sure.
Okay, so
Yeah, right now I'm digging this. Honestly, this feels great. Just the 10 to 46 on here.
that's 10 to 46. Okay, so I'm gonna try. So yeah, so far, I mean, I love this. I purposely did pick the Alex. Is that Stobes? Alex S. I'm gonna try going up to 11s. So that's EB Rooster, right?
Yeah. Yeah, EB Rooster is the 11 to 50 orbiters, which are the
Coateds, right?
coated nickel-plated steel, is what Blake said.
So what's the difference between the core?
Well, I mean, it could have a nickel core or a steel core, so it's a steel core with nickel wind.
Yeah, what does that mean, or what does it do though? Like I never pay attention to that.
Well,
Honestly,
steel's brighter.
okay.
And I think Blake, you can correct me. I'm not sure if steel actually lasts longer, but steel definitely sounds brighter. Can you pass me? Okay, so what's that? That's the 11 to 50s. Yeah. I'll try the NJ, then I'll do the 10 to 48s and see how I feel about that.
10 to 48. Oh yeah, mine.
Yeah, we'll try out the Strats first.
Sweet.
Right now we're on the Strats, and then the NJ has the 9s. How's that thing feel?
Volume pots.
Volume pots and that stuff.
You know what's interesting?
Frick, this guitar feels good.
Oh, that's
I haven't even played it yet,
Yeah.
and just doing that, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, so good.
Ah, I'm so used to messing with my volume pot and I can't touch it on this. These do not feel like coated strings at all.
That's good.
Like,
That's what I don't
usually-
like about coated
yeah,
strings is they feel coated.
Yeah, they feel slimy.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say I like the elixirs on acoustics when I was playing them. Like even if they feel a little
the
bit
nano
slippery.
webs I like.
Yeah.
But I do like just the regular bronze better, just like the D'Addario, whatever. But I saw Stringjoy makes acoustic strings as well, so I'd like to try those out.
These feel great.
Lots of 9 users on here. Cool. We'll try all these out. Yeah. I gave that guitar probably the most of the setup, I would say, just because it's been sitting for a bit.
It feels weird playing this guitar because
Yeah, Sean says same thing, the nano webs. The poly webs are a little too, they're the ones that start to fray a little bit, like coating-wise.
this one I did throw it a bit.
But the nano webs are great. This needs a new nut, I think.
A new nut?
Or the nut needs to be re-glued,
Oh,
which I could
slipping
fix.
around.
Yeah, I could fix that for you.
Oh yeah, I can feel it.
I will say, yeah, even just the extra, like 46 to 48.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look. What are the?
Brent, these
Other
strings don't
strings that
feel
are-
at all like coated strings. It's interesting.
So the B and the low E are the strings that are different, and I mean, aside from the material, I'm just looking at the gauge difference though. But yeah, the B is a little bit thicker, and the low E. So that would lead me to believe that the signatures are more of like a balanced tension, and the Broadways are more like classic.
So pure nickel is a bit confusing. That refers to the wire wrap. Let's see. Pure nickel versus nickel-plated steel. All metal guitar strings use a music wire steel core. The shape changes, but they are steel. So why coat the strings, Blake?
Life.
What's that?
Life.
Yeah?
They don't corrode as fast.
It's interesting. Can I see the package on these?
The ones you're using right now?
Yeah, that's Orbiter 11s. It does not feel like 11s either.
Excuse me. I'm sneezing my shirt.
I like that you grab the lav closer to your mouth.
I didn't mean to. Just meant to not sneeze on the guitars or the strings. It's really. Do you find it dry in here? My nose is tickly. dry hair. Yeah, here you go.
Stop doing coke.
So, that is absolutely not a thing.
I thought you were about to say that is absolutely not happening. Woo!
Like the two bottles together. Yeah,
Going into the pool.
That is absolutely not something anybody should do because it will destroy your life. Seen it
Do you
happen.
have too many friends, family, and money? Here's your solution. Start doing cocaine.
Yeah, you'll get rid of all those things very fast.
So what does 18p mean?
Plain.
Plain.
Wound
Oh, yeah,
wound
yeah,
or plain, because you can do like a plain third or a wound third.
That actually, when I was playing those 60s, I would do a wound G-string for power chords. It sounded badass.
Someone asked if they still make SAT. Yes, and our good buddy Hoogie is one of the reps for SAT, and they make great strings as well.
Is he asking if Stringjoy makes SIT though?
No, I think he's just asking if SIT is still being made.
Too many money. Derek, 2024.
There's BB no money, and then too many money.
Yeah. Yes, we're gonna make that into a shirt. Too many money? What I was gonna say, and I'm curious what can you give me the box from the set you're playing?
Yes. That would be this set. The signature 10 to 48.
Yeah.
Still made in Akron, Ohio, SIT. What's that one?
I don't remember.
That's one of the 3 Derek licks that I've learned. That's the one that I can't do. It's that bend, that stupid bend. I don't understand it.
No, they're awesome, man. I like it. I like it. I think I like how that feels more, but to be fair, I like how that guitar feels more than this one.
This is a nice mix because like you do get more. Like I think for me lower tension like specifically matters when I'm picking really hard, which generally for me is in the lower register. Like even if I'm picking hard up here, I'm not like really digging in, right? Like it's still kind of smaller. Like kind of like smaller attempted more precise pick strokes, where here sometimes I'm like really dialing it. So I think the tension is really important for me personally for the lower strings. And yeah, having even the 48 and still having the 10 at the top so it feels normal, like normal tension at the top is nice. Like it's not quite a 52 where it's like super stiff, but it's enough of a difference that it's like tighter.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't notice much difference between this and that feel-wise, like or tension-wise.
Yeah.
But the neck shape is so different. Yeah.
The footloose riff is basically your bend riff.
I know. Sean's making fun of my bend. Oh yeah. Holy jeez, that's a big old cab. Hey, look at the big old dumb cab we're using tonight, guys. It's not on. It's got the like old.
I know.
This is how big.
That was the only other one we could find.
Can you slide over?
Can you get it, Luke? The old badge.
Look at this. This is what we originally
You're gonna
did
have
for
to
the
move over.
the badge on the 4x12.
I don't want to move.
I mean, that's good enough there. You're good there.
Yeah, like
The old the big clunker badge.
yeah, versus the badge that's on mine.
Yeah.
The glunker.
No, it's a clunker, but I know what you're saying.
I just realized that.
Yeah, Steve.
We must have pulled that out of like the sea can for tonight. Yeah. I'm leaving on a little trip tomorrow, so so I took the vertical 2x12s that we had in here that were nice little stands. I don't know if somebody
cool.
asked or what, but somebody, I saw you post. Yeah, our signal chain tonight is guitars into pedal boards, straight into D20s.
Yeah,
Torpedo.
I'm really digging how this is feeling right now with this setup.
Torpedo direct out, Rev 4x12 cabinet for me. Probably the same for Sam.
Yep. So stock 412.
That big old badge is more than a collector's item, dude. When we were doing those, they fell off the first like 5 cabs that we did because they were too big. They were too heavy. Yeah.
I don't know why we thought that was a good plan.
I like this guitar, but I feel like I should ask him to change the neck shape. I don't know how hard that would be.
It's a bit.
'Cause it's a V here,
It's
like
much
a U or a V.
deeper than the other necks that you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke, you love this neck? I like
Blake,
how hard this neck is.
Blake, this set feels awesome. Like the 10 to 48. This feels really nice.
They
and
all
centered.
feel good so far. Of the 2 that I've played. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do
Let's-
another one.
Let's switch.
You want to
I'm gonna
just?
I'm gonna try that.
You want to just do
You want
like?
to try the Anderson?
No,
No.
not yet.
You don't want to try the Broadways
Nope. What I want to do is I want to go from the 11s to the 9s.
on the Strat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Can I pass you this just to put on there? Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go to the 11s right now.
Sean, yes, TJ is in Nashville now. I mean, he's not there right now because they went out on tour, but he has moved there.
Yeah, he'll be
Yes.
there if you need work, and you should hit him up for sure because he does good work.
What's going on, Braden? I asked what gauge you guys use, but what's your guys' brand of choice? And are you brand loyal? Like, I would not say that I'm brand loyal when it comes to strings, but I will say that I have used D'Addario for the last, like, probably 15 or more years. And honestly, I started using D'Addario because of the stupid players' points, and I wanted to get, like, a free stool when I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm. Blake says the 10 to 48 is the best seller by far. That's sweet. That makes sense. It's like the most logical for someone who likes the feel of a 10 at the top and like wants a thicker bottom but doesn't want to go all the way to a 52.
Ah, Dunlop. I can't remember the last time I played Dunlop electric strings.
Well, no, there's still a thing for sure.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah. I will say, like I already said earlier, this is my first time playing the Stringjoys. I've played MYXLs for the past, well, honestly, since they came out. I don't know when MYXLs came out, but I switched over to them right away. I actually remember my dad got a couple of the prototype sets from Larry when they were testing those.
Yep.
And right away I was like, yeah, these feel awesome. But I will say, like, these feel pretty dang good. I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, this is awesome stuff. Yeah.
Oh, these feel good.
Rob, are you saying
These are coated?
Yeah, dude. Like,
Oh, man.
you know who needs to move to Nashville? His name rhymes with Merrick. So these sound good. Like, I recently found that you like 10 to 52s for caveman power chord riffs. I dig it. Preferably regular D'Addario. Nice.
So it feels pretty good. The neck is definitely chubbier.
Yeah.
I like the tension on these though.
It doesn't feel very different to me. Like, I expected the move to 11s to be like quite a bit worse than like I expected it to feel quite a bit more difficult to play than it is.
Like that's not moving at all. And that, like, I don't know, coated, like this doesn't feel coated firstly. This feels normal. And it also doesn't lose any of the attack. But in general, yeah, like the 50 definitely makes a difference for the low stuff. Once again, I think gauge makes the biggest difference for for lower registers.
So I don't know if this is the guitar.
Scale length too, and then we'll get into that. Oh, it's buzzing again. I fixed that yesterday.
What was it?
The neck. It needs another throat adjustment. I adjusted it yesterday. It was better. It was way worse than that yesterday. And I adjusted it, but it seems to have fallen back.
This is why I don't play nines. Because legit, when I would play in a rock band, this is what it would sound like.
But for someone who doesn't pick as hard or like takes smaller pick strokes, it might work.
It's not the pick stroke. It's my.
It's your chording hand. You're kind of pulling. I see. Interesting. Just very heavy-handed.
And I'm still fairly heavy-handed unless I have to like lighten up. Like
Yeah.
if I can hear it like that, like.
Still sounds pretty good.
But if I was playing in a.
Oh, I guess I was not gonna like that. So 42.
Like you hear it, like it's going.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
Like, but is it out, is it actually out?
Well, that guitar's not set up for drop kick. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go.
It's my hands. That's why I went to heavier gauge strings because when I'm playing that stuff,
True.
like let me see that guitar down in D for a second.
You want me to put in drop D?
Yeah.
One sec, let's hear it. This trend might handle it a little better.
But yeah,
Well, this gauge feels really good in drop D.
yeah.
And
So,
that's
like-
the thing with the 50, you can chug on it, right?
Like that. Here, you can feel what nines are like.
Oh, I know what they're like. And everything sonically is just more balanced, right? Like it brings up more. Like even just play a chord, like a big chord. Every note is there because all the tension is balanced properly. Like you don't get that when you lack that tension. So
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it's just louder, which isn't always.
Like it's still stinging too, and you're doing a better job of keeping it in, but you feel how light you have to.
Oh yeah.
Like it's. I'm just not used to that. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the other advantage. Like the bend that you just did. If I was gonna do that on a heavier. If I was gonna do that on heavier gauge strings, I'd be bending with my pinky because I'd use
With the kill switch wheel. That's fun. And it's easy to play. Like
yeah.
but even then, like the attack's not the same.
Yeah, and I don't. You know full well I have no desire to change my shitty technique. Like I'm after 30 some years of playing guitar, I'm set in my ways.
I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
It's easy to do that with lower tension.
Gene, I have not tried heavier trem springs. I have just tried putting more trem springs in.
Noticeable difference with the nines.
You'd have a noticeable difference with the nines doing that?
Well, I was just saying in general, just playing this, like after playing that, like there's a noticeable difference in the feel, and like I can't lay into it as much as I want to because I'll start to get, like even with that one, I'm picking as hard as I was with that guitar. You can hear it kind of fluttering, right?
Yeah.
Which can sound kind of, but yeah, it's you can't really deny physically that there's a difference. Just depends on, but when I'm not picking that hard, you know.
Well, I feel like the theory
Like
behind it.
That still sounds good, but I don't pick as hard.
I was gonna say, I feel like the theory behind it is the same theory behind a scallop fretboard, in my opinion. That the harder you're strangling the neck and the more that your fingers actually touch the fretboard, the more actual lag there is because of friction. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That like playing nines on a, like obviously on a non-scalloped fretboard, but like playing nines, it's gonna teach you to have a little bit softer touch if you want to be in tune,
Which is
you're
totally
gonna be able
not
to
a
be
bad
faster.
thing. Yeah, which is definitely not a bad thing. Yeah. Especially for that stuff. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you don't have to really touch it to do that. I can get used to that, but then as soon as I want to like pick like this, and as soon as I get into it too much, I'm gonna pick way too hard. Yeah. But I guess that's why there's hybrid sets, like, you know.
Yeah, I will always strangle the neck harder. That's also why I have bad technique as far as like, I can't play the, what are those guitars that you like that I didn't like?
Enduraneck?
Yeah, the
Stringjoys?
Enduraneck.
Yeah.
Or the Enduraneck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have my thumb.
Right, and to rap like that when you're going like this, with the Enduraneck you have to have it like this.
What's weird is there are some things that like when I'm playing an E or an A chord, I often have my thumb like this.
Right.
Like on that chord.
Well, it's certain chords in certain positions, right? Like I find I'll do it the same way. But
What's up? Oh, beer? I have one.
Oh, we're good, yeah.
Thanks there, bud. Luke's going to get more beer while he runs video. That sounds really good. It sounds better when you play it than when I play it. It's more in tune.
Well, I'm intentionally not laying into it quite as much.
I have to intentionally, like play what feels kind of unnatural. But I'm interested to try it with the Frankenstrat.
Yeah, totally. In E
See.
flat.
It's fast though, hey? Like,
Yeah, they doing that legato stuff. Without picking, like I can. See, like for the leads, I could totally get used to it, and for the studio, it would be awesome. Like, there's definitely an application where I think it would work, and like would be beneficial. Live for me, I think is kind of like the thing where I have to use heavier strings. Like in the studio, to be able to play this and track like this, like getting used to just a slightly lighter feel is a lot more efficient for sure. Like nines, you do play more efficiently.
yeah. I just can't play that fast, so it doesn't matter.
Not even in terms of quickness, but just like touch, I guess. I have to remember to play it. Oh, that's it.
You want it with all the junk? You play it differently than I do. You probably play it right, but
I think that's it.
Oh, that's...
I'm playing the chorus riff. Chorus stuff. Yeah, there's gonna be like a walking bass line too, I guess. I don't know if it's the riff, but I'm pretty sure the riff is.
Probably. I don't ever play it right.
Like Where's Rob Baker?
I play that beginning part as like...
That's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. I forget how I play it.
All I can think of is Trailer Park Boys right now.
Kim Mitchell rules. Yeah, I don't know any of that part of it.
What's the vocal part? I did that instrumental cover. I used to know the vocal melodies.
Yeah. That cover was awesome. Kim Mitchell is a national treasure.
I forget how it was.
Hey, there's Hoog. What's going on, Hoogie?
Well, that's awesome you worked for him, Oogie. That's great that he was cool to work with. That's good to hear.
Yeah. He's got some absolutely horrible songs, though, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say, yeah, playing with Men's, obviously, that legato stuff.
Yes, Luke, we see that Robbie and you are raving about the new Knocked Loose. I will check it out after the stream tonight.
You'll love it.
Thank you.
You'll love it.
What's on this one? This is the 10.5s, isn't it?
The gunmetal Strat. Let me open my spreadsheet once more. That's the wrong thing.
Rob Baker says Go for Bucky's is the American version of Go for Soda.
Nice. That has the 10.5 to 50s, which I think I would like. Because once again, I think I'm personally, for me, it makes a bigger difference in the lower register, and kind of, you know, anything slightly lighter on top might be nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually, let's go back to the EB Rooster, just so we can directly kind of compare the closer sets. Or no, the EB Rooster has the orbiters. I'll grab the NJ again. The US NJ. So you can use that patch for all your riffs now.
All my Van Halen riffs?
Yeah.
Yeah. All my Van Halen riff. I don't remember.
much changes
Yeah,
there.
it's the best. Also,
how does that-
Baker, we had fajitas tonight. That's right, we did.
Mm-hmm. They're good.
Yeah, Rob Baker and I got fajitas at Buc-ee's.
That sounds bad.
Dude, at like midnight, along with like probably a brisket sandwich or a turkey sandwich
Also
and
sounds
fajitas
bad.
and banana pudding. At like, I'm sure it was midnight. Robert, correct me if I'm wrong. It was either like 11 o'clock or midnight. I felt so sick later on that night, but I was so happy that I did it.
Yeah, Gene, it's a good sound.
Yeah.
Chorus.
Sean, look at me. Nothing about me is healthy.
Whoa.
Oh, dude. Buc-ee's is
That
like,
sounds killer.
Buc-ee's is amazing.
Yes, it is. It's fantastic.
Yeah, 10 of 10 would recommend. 10 of 10, that shit's going in my face. Nice. I can't do that. I won't try.
Blue skill.
I will.
That was close.
Yeah.
Just a couple chromatic notes. It's easier than what you're doing.
There you go. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I can tell that the E string is thicker on this than that. Like
Yeah,
the high E
the
is.
10.5 makes a big difference to you.
Yeah, like I can. You want to compare?
Yeah, sure. Because I feel like this would be kind of the gauge that I would personally get along with best. Because I like using 11 to 49 mostly for the lower like. There you go. Even just from looking at this, I can tell it's chunkier.
You love it.
It's my favorite. It's great.
What else can I play to annoy you?
Well, it's all good. The tone is at least. Chapter off.
You want me to turn the chat breaker off?
Yeah, you're good. Just clean it. It's close. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's nice, eh? That guitar just rips now.
Oh yeah. I like the 10.5 though.
Rob, are you making fun of the amount of chorus? I actually kind of hate chorus. Sam just made this for me tonight. You missed that part.
Oh yeah. I made him that tone, Robbie.
Also,
Sorry, I apologize.
if I just turn off the modulation stuff that's going on here, can we just all agree that, like,
Sounds so good. Dude, this...
that's a chat breaker with the tilt boost. If you don't have the tilt boost, get off your ass and get one before they're gonzo. And I mean, by gonzo, I mean, until we get more. This is not going anywhere, but. Man, I wish I knew how to play Trooper. Do you know how to play Trooper?
By Iron Maiden? Or like the band Trooper?
The band Trooper.
No, I don't. Raise a Little Hell?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I know it's in A. Yeah, it's in A major. That's all I know. I really like this 10.5 to 50 set.
I think I like the one that we put on here the most. 10 to 48. I feel dumb that we were doing this with HSS guitars when Sean just did that video showing how you can make a Strat with single coil in the bridge sound like a humbucker by rolling the tone back.
I mean, we have humbuckers.
Yeah, Sean, if you guys haven't seen that video of Sean's, you guys should check it out because I'm not even joking. I've never used the tone controls on my Strats because
Sorry, guitars.
Yeah, that's true. For sure. This is all very true.
I haven't either.
No.
Like, it's my volume knob.
Like
I recently have used the volume knob.
I actually at church hit the volume pot more than once on this guitar while I was playing, and I was like, man, I didn't think I would ever that this would ever happen, but like I'm so used to playing this guitar now, right? That the position of this volume pot versus that one, this one I never hit. That one I was rolling myself off, which made Luke louder, which made everybody happier.
It's okay, because I couldn't even hear myself, so.
Yeah.
And these are 11 to 50s or 10.5 to 50?
10.5 to 50. Yeah, Blake, you're right. These are, I mean, I need to play them more. And what I would like to do now is take and put something else on this guitar specifically and just see, like, is there any of it that is just guitar related? Dave, no, I didn't see the announcement from Lurch today. What happened?
I think after playing this a bit more, the 10 to 48s is probably my favorite. I think I'm realizing I'm in standard I usually use the 11s mostly because I like to tune to E flat.
Yeah.
With a Strat scale, like on a Les Paul, maybe we'd go.
We're gonna find that out.
We'll find that out on a Strat scale. I think I like relative to standard tension, based on what we've just gone through.
Yeah.
Because it's a mix of like getting enough tension that you're not getting any tone suck, but you're not sacrificing feel from stiffness. But the 48 makes a surprising difference for how little of a difference physically it actually is. I think that's probably the set I'd go with, or whatever is like relative to that for, if there was like an 11 to 50 set for E flat, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to try Les Pauls?
Yeah.
Lester B. Pauls. Or I guess I could try that Anderson's.
Yeah, the frets still need, I forgot my files when I brought my tools in yesterday.
So I'm going to cut my hands on is what you're telling me?
It's not as bad as it was, but yeah.
If Luke would turn the humidifier on here every now and then.
He does.
I know he does. I turn it off whenever I'm in here because I end up like shooting a reel or whatever.
And then we forget to turn it on again.
Yeah.
I was about to say that, but you said it anyways.
And that's the Broadway 10 to 46, which are pure nickel. So nickel, like pure nickel is a bit darker, but they're like a brighter nickel. And yeah, they're like fat. They sound awesome. I think that material might, to be honest, be my favorite.
Let's see if we can make Sean Tubbs mad.
You're playing the high note there.
That's not why. Because it's like. It's like. It's. And I always just play it like, just the. Yeah, and I don't bother playing that. These are really nice too.
shouldn't have done.
How do you like that? I don't know. I think these sound really great too.
Yeah. Those are like fat. They're staying in tune.
Stayed in tune. This guitar is really nice, and
Yes.
it isn't as bad now. It's definitely moved.
Yeah.
Like all the snow's melting up here.
Yeah. It's actually starting to melt now, like this week. Past week's been really silly.
I should have brought this guitar on Sunday.
Dude, like the position 2 setting with the secondary switch up. Like, see how there's that second switch there?
Yeah, I did.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
Noodle, noodle, noodle. The Wolfgang interview. That's pretty close to guitar player. Yeah, Wolf is great. Is the tilt drive side like a Timmy? No, I don't think so.
Nope.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's more just like an old cranked American kind of tube amp, like an old cranked Fender.
Why do I sound?
Volume's down.
Sean, help.
Help.
Oh.
Wolf is an extremely nice dude. So I've met him a couple of times, and yeah, salt of the earth dude. Yeah, that's what the drive side sounds like.
Yeah. It's nice because like it's aggressive, but it's still fairly transparent when you want it to be, right? Like, it's got bite, but it's smooth and it blends nicely. And then with the boost is where it gets like hairy. The boost. I found. Do you see what I posted today? Found it again. The reel you cut up from Oscar's video.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I saw the reel that was cut up from it. And I was like, "There's no way I'm not posting this."
Yeah.
You come back to Earth, it's like, oh no.
No, no. Hell no.
He's so great. He's one of my
Hell no.
one of my favorite people ever.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice. I like.
Very nice.
Okay, here, let me give you this back, and I'm gonna get. I'm gonna start taking this down the Les Paul road.
Okay. Well, why don't you hand me a Les Paul?
What do you want?
Whatever you don't. We'll find which one's an E flat. We did 3 of them.
All right. Well, let's do this.
I'll take the 91.
You want to put that on that one?
Oh. I was gonna trade, but I guess there's not enough slots over there either. Forgot that rack is full.
Yes. And I'm gonna take the 1980. This one's in standard.
This one also is an E flat.
So, you guys get any fun gear this week? I bought an expression pedal today to test out some stuff. But the thing that I
Yeah.
got to test out, it was fun.
The thing.
The expression pedal itself is not that much fun, but. Sean, there's 0 chance I'm going to put the pick guards back on these guitars. Look at how beautiful these are. Just look at that. Oh, nice. P&G got an Opus.
Not gonna lie, I don't know if I put strings on this one.
What?
That's great.
Did you?
I don't know if I did. These don't feel new. And I definitely think it is me. Yeah. Why don't I do it quick? It'll take
Yeah.
That'll take 2 seconds.
You guys want to watch Sam string the
Yeah.
guitar?
It'll take 2 seconds. Yeah, I was looking. I was like, I think is there 8 packs of strings here? Is there 7 packs of strings here? Maybe I missed one by accident. Luke, is there a set of cutters anywhere around? I know I have a winder over here somewhere.
I'm pretty sure the cutters are at your desk.
Like in the shop?
No, like in the studio here. If not, it'll be in this back drawer.
Yeah, I know there was a string winder here somewhere too.
There's a combination.
Where is it? That sounds great.
Yeah, I'm just going to. Nice. Thanks, Kyle. Glad
Thought
you're
there
digging the
was a-
Chad breaker.
Thought there was a winder over here at least. Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
No, that's not it. Do you have a phone that you can try my phone set, please? Okay. Let's do it by hand. Well, I don't know if he'll know. We're looking for the winder. I'll just have to be a big way to do it by hand. That's fine. Just a set of yeah, that's fine. Cutters in here. Thank you. 10 to 48. I thought we had a winder.
I had a winder in here.
We did.
Yeah.
It was a winder and a cutter.
Yeah. Where'd it go?
It was a black one.
Yeah, it was a black one.
Yeah.
I think it got lost in the great move.
The great move.
The great move of Red.
No, it was
Rev.
definitely here like recently. That's okay though. I'll just
Things
do
got
this
moved
week.
around in here.
Do you want a string
Specifically
winder?
on his
I've got
desk.
several.
Where?
I'll go get it.
I can go get it. Where is it?
Do you know where that little?
Well, Rich is out and about right now, and he's got ears in, so you can just tell him.
So straight out of here
Guide 'em.
towards the number 16 door, there's the little tip out, or not tip out bin, but the little sorter that's sitting on that cabinet there. That's got a bunch of little slide out bins. You know what I'm talking about? Just a
Yeah.
little thing that was in my office.
Oh, yeah.
One of those bins.
Yeah, these feel like D'Addario sort of aged.
This
Sean says he can't deal with this 2 LPs without records. That guy's got the 11 to 50 orbiters.
Yeah, it feels right.
11 to 50 on a Les Paul's got to feel pretty banging. It's like 10s on the Strat. Luke, do you want to go? Do you know where he's talking about out there?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to go take a peek?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I definitely think, like, I often forget, and I don't play Les Pauls often. That's why. But like, yeah, like I gotta gauge up a little bit. Take this off and do a full clean. Anyone have any questions about stringing or setting up guitars? I did all of these except for this one yesterday, apparently. Actually.
Can't do it, buddy. Can't do it. Yeah.
What year is the Black Weedy? It's a 1980?
1980.
Yeah. That's your birth year guitar. Yeah. Let's take a look at this as I'm opening this. Why don't we take a look at the packaging?
Sure.
Luke, you got that nice camera there?
Yes.
Nice,
Just keep talking
nice
for a
camera.
second.
Talk. Is there an audio issue?
No. I just meant I gotta line
Oh,
up set.
you gotta do
Good
it.
camera.
I
Okay, you gotta
understand.
bring it a little bit.
I understand.
Bring it a little
It's
farther.
this one.
Yeah, it is. But you can also. I got the overhead going. You
that's
just
good.
gotta
No.
bring it farther away from you if you want it to be.
Do the overhead.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Let's
There
test
you
it
go,
out.
bud. There you go.
See if we can get her going.
It's on right now. There's just a lag.
I'll wait till I can see it so I know it's good. There you go. So packaging's great. Super nice. Made in Nashville. Stringjoy strings are crafted one at a time by Nashville musicians who know that great art is made with great tools. It's our mission to make strings that inspire you to play more, play better, and play more like you. That's awesome. Open her up. I guess I could use pick to open the package where the sticker is. Very nice sticker here. Nice seal. Maybe there's an easier way, but I feel like that's the way that the package opens. There you go. And then in here, the strings are wound, tested, coiled, and packaged by good people in Nashville, Tennessee. Take great pride in your work because we know you take great pride in your playing. Our benchmark is that these strings should be absolutely perfect. They should have a full, resonant tonality with smooth, balanced playability. Awesome. And it is signed. And initialed. Rewards. Rewards program.
Oh, I'm in.
There you go.
Yeah.
Rewards program. There
What's
you
the
go.
rewards program, Blake? What can I get?
This box is with 1 Stringjoy rewards point. Just a small way of saying thanks for being a part of the family. Keep your points and trade them in for awesome Stringjoy merch at stringjoy.com/rewards. That is a very good idea. That's awesome. Yeah, it's not like the player's points type thing. That's sick. Very good move. I'll put this with the other empty string
Manny
box.
put the gas can in the handbrake.
Yes, Manny put
He
it-
was worried that we were gonna run out of fuel.
He put it there before. He put it there before we left, or before he left, just to see if we'd even notice it. And we did.
Swag, baby, swag. Nice.
Nice. Free set of steak knives after your under purchase of strings.
That's not
that
it.
was not it.
Nope.
That's not the.
Oh, what did I do? Rob Baker, why you texting me in the middle of this?
Don't do it. He'll text you back, and then I have to talk. Cool. This shouldn't take long. I can already see the difference in these strings. Aside from being, just the winding and everything, it's like this doesn't look like what we've been using. My bad.
Stove's wrong chord. Thanks, Stoves. Which
There
one
it
did I
is.
do wrong?
How do you feel about the 11s on the? So on the, I guess you'd have to try the 10s, which I'm stringing up right now, so that's not a direct comparison. But
Feels awesome.
But the 11s feel better on the Les Paul to you than on the Strat.
Yeah, I mean, it's down a half step, though.
Yeah, no, I know, but just in general, like.
Stoves, all of them. You're no way, bud.
Play and talk while I do this.
How often do you have to change strings during a set?
During a set?
Yeah,
Not at
like
all.
when you're.
Not at all.
No one breaks any, and you don't have to.
Oh,
worry
if
about it?
someone breaks something, I will. But there's multiple guitar like with. With Morgan, there's multiple guitars for each tuning. Like if we did run into that situation, like there's essentially with Dom, he's got a Strat, a Tele, and a Les Paul for each tuning. Basically, is how it works.
And he can probably get by with any guitar for any song. Like it doesn't.
That would like with his stuff, the changes are there's enough time that I could get it restrung. Like Savard has broken a string before during a thing, and we've had to change it.
And that's got to be annoying because you got to string it backwards.
It's extremely annoying. Yes. And with that gig, it's a little harder because there's 2 guitar players that I'm teching.
And they both break strings at the same time.
No. I will say, yeah, like with Peach Pit, they like their strings sonically a little more worn, so with them I'll do every few shows. With Dom, there was a couple guitars that I would do every show. Like his main guitar I would do every show. The other guitars were maybe every second show.
Yep.
With Darren, I would do his main guitar every show and his alternate guitars like every second show. I think that's kind of the thing. It's like if there's a guitar that they use for more than half the set, every show. If there's a guitar they use for a couple songs, provided you can wipe it and clean it when they're done using it, that actually does help maintain string life quite a bit. Then you can get away with like every other show. Chris has this one, like with Peach Pit, Chris has this one double neck Dan Electro. It's a 12 string and a 6. I restring that once a tour. I do not mess with that stupid. I'm just putting this stuff. Get after.
Stobes is asking, real question, is there such a thing as overstretching the strings right after putting them on?
I don't like I've kind of had some people say that brings a lot of the life and kind of actual hold out of the string.
So you don't do it?
I will generally give it a few tugs just like in a live setting, like in the studio setting. Maybe you'll notice a sonic difference, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I won't stretch the crap out of them, but like usually I'll do it until they, I guess I'll usually do it until they stay in tune. Yeah, if it breaks, you overstretch it. Yeah, I don't know. I've definitely heard people say that they prefer not to because they think it takes a lot of life out of the string. I know that if I'm in a setting live where I just need the string to stay in tune quickly, and that helps, I will probably do that in that setting. But it, who's to say in different settings? There you go. Blake says depends on how the string was made. I guess all strings are not made equal. That should be something I assumed from the get-go with that answer.
I like Sean. Yes, I didn't care about my guitar tech. Was very concerned about it. Sean, why was your tech concerned about it? What was his big concern? I used to.
I'm giving him like a little stretch right now just because
I used to stretch the ever-loving shit out of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would do the whole like this.
Darren wants me to do that until they stay in tune.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Kind of the same thing.
And again, like in a like even if there is some tonal loss, when I'm in a live setting and if someone breaks a string and I just need it to stay in tune fast, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, because I need it to stay in tune.
Yep.
But.
Braden asks, "What's the worst time that you've broken a string?"
At Shredfest.
Oh yeah.
That year at the Garrick.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember you breaking the string.
It wasn't the year you were there. It was the second year. I got second that year. It was the year that I won, actually. I busted a string in it.
Really?
It was a guitar contest I was in, yeah, and I broke a string during the contest. I was like 16.
I think the worst I've ever had is I had a couple of songs that, that I had like an intro riff.
Yeah.
And I literally had it break in the first bar of the intro riff on a Wolfgang with a Floyd Rose that was in a different tuning than the Strat that I was using and that I had there, and it essentially just ruins the song.
I was gonna say
start over.
Not a string break story, but I have a similar story to that with intervals. We were playing a show in Waterloo at a venue called Maxwell's, which is actually where we do a lot of our pre-production as well when we were there. And Interval's manager, Rich, was at the show, and Rich is like the chillest dude ever. He's super nice. And we were playing a song called Sure Shot, and there's a clean break in the middle of the song where it drops in and it's just guitar, and I would play that part because Aaron would come in with a lead after.
Yep.
And I just remember there was something, I was like walking to a certain spot on the stage as the riff came in, and I caught my foot on something and it distracted me, and I just totally biffed the riff, and it was the only part of the song, and I just yelled out, fuck, so loud, and like the whole room just started laughing at it, and I was like, oh no, this is bad. And it was everyone thought it was hilarious, but it was just funny. It's one of those moments where it's like this literally just destroyed the whole like tension that had built into the song. It was pretty bad, but
He didn't want the strings to sound dead, but he didn't want any misintonation. Nice. Yeah. Is Peter Frampton's tech?
probably knows.
Sean, you stole him from Frampton. Big time. Some strings aren't wound at tension and some are. As a general rule, a little stretch is a good idea.
Jason, you're actually stretching the strings we see in the raps. I am stretching them a little bit right now, yeah. Not like a ton, but. Yeah, I'll just like usually with this, I'll give them a couple tugs like in this setting, just like that. Nothing insane. But as Sean was saying, and as some people say, some people do think that takes some of the life out of the string, and I haven't really researched that a ton. But I've only really done this in a live setting where I just needed to stay in tune quick, and, and that does help. So
this Les Paul is not loving staying in tune tonight.
Is that the 11s?
Yeah, it's just. It actually might because I just put it a half down and it hasn't been set up. It might need to be intonated for it.
Maybe.
But
I think that guitar also needs a little bit of fretwork.
Let's see. What do you do, Johnny? Let's hear what Ace's tech says you should do. Like, what's your method?
It's not TJ. It's Paul. TJ's Paul's tech.
Yeah.
Yeah. TJ, I know stretching-wise does the same thing that I did with, like he was the one who said like with Dom's guitars, do this. But I know TJ doesn't do the wraparound or like the tie-down thing as much.
Right.
So, I wonder if he's here. Maybe I'm speaking for him, and I'm incorrect.
They're out. I don't know if they had their first show today.
They're in Indy right now. Yeah, I know. I think the first show might have been tonight.
Yeah, because TJ or Tyler was messaging me yesterday.
I have Master Tour still. I could check.
Oh, yeah. These sound really great. Like.
Yeah.
Is that right, Luke?
The notes are right.
The last note's wrong.
Oh no, you're right. It goes back up to the E.
One more.
One more.
Yeah.
There you go.
But just play on the next string up.
No, back up to the E.
Yeah.
Really?
You also play it weird.
I play weird?
Yeah. Sam, watch how he plays. Watch. Do you see that? The way he walks down.
What's that?
You're supposed to play it on the like the D and G strings.
Sucks.
What's that? You want me to play it here?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be played. Back me up, everybody.
I don't know how the actual fingering is. One more to go.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to play anything. So
anything. Do I knot them with the tuner or just wrap around the tuner? I do kind of like a tie under thing. I can show you if you want. Don't always do it on low strings or on locking tuners. Don't do it, but yeah. So kind of through
I won't give you the satisfaction.
So I'll generally give it like enough extra that it can wrap around the post fully before it actually starts to tension, and then you actually have more even tension when it does start to pull. And then I kind of go underneath like that, and then up, and then when you wind it, it'll actually pinch in between. So it is kind of like a tie-around thing. But if you kind of put it underneath on that first wind and hold it down, you usually have an electric winder that isn't this thing. But you can see when the wind comes around, it goes in between the two string winds, and then it winds down the post. And with the top strings, at least, if you don't have locking tuners, I find that does keep it in tune a little better. But locking tuners, you don't need to do that. And honestly, like, some people don't like doing that anyways. But I just find, especially with Les Pauls, like, it does help a little bit.
Johnny says, put the string through the bridge up to the tuning peg, measure 3 fingers past the peg, bend the string, then put the string through the peg, stop the string at the bend.
Yeah, that's the same thing we're doing.
Other way
You give it enough extra that it wraps around fully before it starts to tension it. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah, there's different ways. Like, I've had some people say with the tops, like with these strings, give it like 1 peg worth. With these ones, give it like a half peg worth. And then with the low strings, at least that way, like, you can look. And that way, I've gotten like 1 wind on top, 1 wind underneath, and that's pretty much it. Not a ton of excess on the posts. Yeah.
And Michael says I should learn 1 full song to perform at the end of the year on Gear and Beer.
Gear and
like
Beer
a recital.
Yeah, we should have a rev recital. Everybody
Nice.
comes on at the end of the year and does we do a performance. All right, this thing's good to go. Let's see how. Yeah, that's way better. My bad. Should have just done that to begin with.
Yeah, Blake, you do need to come here at some point. I don't know when, but you do. It'll be fun. We need to do both. I also need to go to Portland for
Portland's
many
awesome.
business things, not for us to just go eat,
Oh,
but
man,
mostly
yeah,
just for us to go eat.
Amazing food there.
Yeah.
Portland's a great city.
I'm going to Detroit next week.
That's not a great city.
I'm gonna try Detroit pizza.
That's pretty good.
I'm also going to Chicago,
That's a good city.
Minneapolis,
It's a good city too.
Fort Wayne,
Sweetwater's
thriving metropolis of Sweetwater.
cool.
Fort Wayne.
Sweetwater's cool.
Yeah. I'm going to. Anybody going to see?
Ooh.
Anybody going to see any cool shows? I'm going to see Chris Stapleton tomorrow night.
My dad's there tonight. I didn't realize he was going.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Going with Jackie and one of Jackie's friends.
My beautiful brother-in-law is there.
Yeah. Good old diaper pants himself.
Diaper boy.
Sorry, loaded diaper himself.
Loaded.
We'll just start calling him the LD.
The
He's
LD.
like the OG.
He's
but
the LD on the gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get that though.
Oh, nice.
Dude.
Bo's going to Queens of the Stone Age. I didn't even know Queens of the Stone Age was here. Korn and Gojira and Spirit Box. Nice. I might go to. What? You're going to the Lakers game? Who cares about basketball, man? We live in the North. Hockey or get out. You know that, Baker. But being from Iowa, there's
And
no real
football.
hockey there, buddy. Nice.
Yeah, Chris Stapleton is phenomenal. I saw him sing at the CMAs, and like his voice is just unbelievably good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to see him in Grand Forks, North Dakota tomorrow because we had the Beersy tonight, and I slept on getting tickets. And nosebleed seats here were $250 each, and floor seats in Grand Forks were $75 each. So I'll drive.
I'm gonna say off the cuff, I need 11s on a Les Paul. I think after playing 10s on the Strat, like playing the same set of strings on a Strat and then coming to this, like on the top, this is way too light for me still.
Yeah.
Yeah. That needs some. That's a dead fret right there. Is what
Oh,
that
Michael,
is.
you're meeting Simple Plan next week?
Mike, say hey to Jeff for us. He's
Yeah.
He's a good friend of ours.
Mike, hit me up on Facebook after this, and I'll make sure to tell Jeff to watch out for you. Oh man.
Oh no, that's bad. Yeah, I need some fret work. You can stop doing that too. Okay.
It's a gooder.
That thing needs a little bits of work.
Yeah.
But
You want to try it? It sounds good.
I will say preemptively, yeah, like the
Oh,
10.5 to 48 on the Strat is my favorite so far. Playing the same set on this feels
I don't
very
care.
different.
Good.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. Okay,
No,
you can talk for the
about,
rest of the stream then. That's great.
Carl.
Have
Hey,
fun.
Carl, where you been, man? I thought you said you were coming to work, and then all of a sudden you don't
Yeah.
come to work anymore.
Carl.
Carl, come on. Kyle,
Bud.
Steve, come on, buddy, let's go.
Steve.
No, speaking of shows, maybe Comeback Kid tonight after this?
Nah, I can't go.
You can't go?
No. You should go though.
I might sneak over there for like,
They're on at 10.
yeah, I might sneak over there for like half an hour and then go back and do all the other work I have to do. We'll see. A pickguard would fix this. Okay, yeah, you want to try this? Ready?
Sure.
So that's got 10s?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the 9s first. So. Oh, Carl, you're still in school. I see.
Yep. Right away. Oh, right away, not that. But that is not the strength. That is this guitar.
Yeah. Notice how all the Les Pauls we've had to tune much more diligently than we've had to the Strats.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing that sounds like a Les Paul, though.
Yeah, the 11s on the Les Paul feel a lot better to me. In E flat though, so this probably feels relative to like 9s.
That's awesome.
It's like a pretty crucial fret too. Nice. Well, I need to bring in the fret files next time. How's it going, Johnny?
I'm
Thanks for
gonna
tuning in.
just try to stretch these a bit because I think they're. I think that's part of the problem. The other problem is that they're on Les Pauls. So these are 9 to 40, or what are these? 9 to 40 what?
That I just put on that, or on that is 9 to 42, I think. Yeah, 9 to 42 signatures. This guitar feels really low output. It might just be the way it's set up, but
It is very.
it feels very dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the 11s here.
See, look at how perfect this guitar looks. There was never a pickguard installed on this guitar. It came from the factory this way. And just look at how gorgeous she is. Just look. This is the way every gold top Les Paul in the world should be. Just like this. Although you can maybe put pickup covers if you want, but for sure, like this. You know what's interesting about this guitar is this is one of the ones from like 2006, 2005, somewhere around there. So this actually has the 60s neck, not the 50s neck. The new Slash guitars all have the 50s neck, like the beefy deal. This. I could not play this guitar with. Look at that.
Was that with 9? this one just frets out.
Like, yeah. And then it doesn't stay in tune. Do you want to try the nines?
The 9 machine. Yeah, go back to the 11s after that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try the. I didn't try the 10s.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Do that next.
That custom is heavy.
It is.
Heavy things sound heavy though. It's crazy, eh?
That's so stupid. So easiest to play fast on though.
Out of the 3 Les Pauls, this one sounds the best.
91. Oh yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, Sam's rig is darker. He's
What's that blue amp?
yeah, his D20 has JJs in it, and
JJs.
mine has TADs, and the TADs are brighter tubes. So I don't know the weight on the custom. One of you guys want to go weigh it? Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to weigh it? Okay.
You've got this. Hey, smash the like button for Rich.
I wish this was a different color. That's the only thing I'll say. And also that it had never had a pick guard installed. Then it would be perfect.
Refin it.
Fill it and fin it black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Refill it and then fin it over top into a nice shell pink.
Nice shell pink.
Shell pink Les
Alpine
Paul.
white.
Oh, yes. No, I can get down with that.
That guitar is crazy nice.
Oh yeah. The 9s.
Yeah, like it just needs thicker strings, but that guitar, I don't play that guitar enough. Didn't you use that in a video early on? I think you used that in the G3 Bronze Sparkle video. Like,
I did.
oh, hey there, guys.
Yeah, and I used
Like,
it. And I used it in a pop punk video too.
Uber Canadian
but
Sam.
I actually ended up tracking part of it with the PRS because this wouldn't stand
Yeah.
and I was trying to track it, and then I used this for the video. It is fun just being able to bend like that, but it's just not practical. Like it's too loose.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
Oh, that got it out of tune, that squeal.
I have to say, I don't notice a massive difference between the. These are just 10s, right?
Yeah. 10 to 48.
Yeah, I don't notice a big difference between this and the 11 to 50, but these are awesome.
On the Strats, it's a bigger difference. On the Strat, you did notice it more, you know, as did I.
All right. Okay. Do you guys want to guess?
Is it 10 pounds?
Sam, what's your guess?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm actually going to guess 11 pounds.
Closest without going over.
11.
I'll say 10.
Okay, Sam wins because you didn't go over. It's 10.6.
10.6. There you go.
10.3 was close.
So what do you guys think? Do you hear a big difference? I feel a big difference for sure.
How do you guys feel about SGs? SG stands for shit guitar. That's how I feel about SGs.
I like them.
I think they sound amazing. I hate neck dive. Any guitars that have neck dive, and every SG I've ever played has neck dive.
They do. I like how they look. I like how they sound. They're a little uncomfortable, but don't hate.
Yeah, I had an SG standard for years, and I traded it for the Platinum PRS that we have here. Best deal I've ever done.
Blake, no.
Blake, did we find the place that we're not similar?
He's like, I do not endorse this episode anymore.
No. The Gibson shit guitar. So.
I like SGs. I like SGs more than Les Pauls.
What are you, high? Yeah, wow. Yeah, come on now.
That's a stupid question to ask me.
Shoe fits. No. If somebody finds me an SG with a 60s neck with no neck dive, that...
They won't.
Yeah. Then maybe I won't hate SGs. I will fully admit, when my buddy Brent had one, I could not stand playing it, but holy crap, every SG I have ever heard in person sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
They sound good.
but they just suck. Like, I hate it when guitars are just doing this. Like, any guitar with neck dive. If I have a strap and I'm standing and, like, it's, yeah, and the head's going for the floor, no dice. No bueno. But
was that a tune on me
Tune.
already? Like you can hear it kind of like bottoming out, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Too late. Too late.
So, what's your thoughts overall?
I like somewhere around relative to medium tension, I think. 10s and standard on a Strat. My favorite set that we tried was the 10.5 to 48s on the Strat specifically. On the Les Paul, I think the 11s were my favorite, but as you said, I didn't notice as big of a difference between the gauges on the Les Pauls because they just felt slinkier in general. So I'd say I like a 10.5 to 48 on the Strat, medium tension on the Strat. And I think it does make a difference, more so in the lower register, but overall tension undeniably does make a difference depending on what you're comfortable with. That's my takeaway of the whole thing. There you go.
My takeaway was it didn't matter if it was the signatures of the Broadways or the Orbiters. They all feel great.
Yeah, Stringjoy stuff's amazing.
I'm really impressed with the coated strings that don't feel slimy
Totally.
or slippery. Just feel good. Yeah, and they, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely
Tension's like,
I gotta hit up Blake and get some
I like
more of
that
these.
10 to 48. It's probably my favorite.
Yep.
Or the 11
sure.
to 50, one of the two.
11 to 50 of
You,
the
my friend, are blind.
11 to 50 of 11 to 50 of the signatures in E flat, I think would be perfect for what I want. Certified taster.
Like that staying in tune, this 91 Les Paul is badass. It's just the wrong color.
That's a killer.
The Tone Pop should subscribe to Only Stabs for more premium content. Yeah, what are you doing later tonight?
Going home and going to bed.
Oh, not gonna
Making
get on
content.
theaterneat.com and get everybody all riled up?
No.
No?
No.
You made enough money on that cruise for a while?
Yeah, exactly.
Just coasting?
Yeah, that's why I need to be back here at 7 tomorrow morning.
Do you guys have any other questions for us or for Blake? I'm going to be away next week, so it's going to be Sam and Luka Duke probably.
Yes, and pending maybe being a touch earlier or shorter because I have a very early flight the next day, but I will be doing it.
Or
What are we
maybe
doing next week, guys?
Bosef.
Or Bosef can
Maybe
hop on.
Bocephus
Yeah,
will
maybe
join you. I don't know.
Yeah,
That
maybe,
could work.
Maybe Bo could hop on. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
What are we doing
If
next
Bo-
week, guys?
We'll figure it out. If Bo's willing to do it, that'd be great. But we'll figure it out. Luke and Bo haven't done one with just them yet. It's Scott did
No.
one last time, yeah.
And we keep talking about it.
Manny will be here and Rich knows the rig now. Could do it. We'll figure it
It'd
out.
be the Dukes of Hazzard version. Bo and Luke.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. But
yeah.
we'll be back. What do you guys, what was your takeaway? Yeah. And thanks
Yeah.
again to Blake for getting us all these strings to try out.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to get in touch about ordering some of these because they feel awesome and they sound great.
Vote.
Super impressed. The first string I've played in a while, aside from what I usually use, that I've been like, I would use these.
Yeah, it's really
These
tough
feel-
to get
these
me to
feel
look
great.
at other strings.
100%.
Because I'm a creature of habit.
It's like picks, honestly. You just
Yeah.
you use what you like, you use what you're used to. I feel like more than
And
anything
pickups.
else. Yeah.
Like I'm really
Yeah.
bad for. I don't want to change
Fishmans
anything.
and everything.
Well, I had
Whenever you
Fishmans
bring
and
some-
everything, and now it's just whatever
Yeah.
comes stock. Like just I'll take whatever the guitar has stock.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't sound right, I'll pick a different guitar for the thing, whatever the thing is. And the thing normally just means gear and beer because I don't do anything else. So
These days, it's mostly what I'm doing too.
yep. So yeah, I definitely. You guys should hit up Stringjoy and check him out. And Blake, thanks for coming and hanging out here. Sorry we couldn't get you to zoom in here or whatever.
We'll figure out a way
Like-
to do something.
Yeah, our setup is going to change how we do the streaming a little bit. Hopefully in the next like 2 weeks, where we'll be able to get guests on a lot easier. So it'll be fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm crazy impressed, and
Totally.
yeah,
Same.
and happy to support good people. Like Blake's really good people. Again, if you haven't checked out the Tone Mob podcast or his YouTube channel, you should go do that.
Isn't he like the longest running? Is it him or is that?
Yeah, I think Blake, correct us if I'm wrong, or if Sam/me if we're wrong, but you're the longest running guitar podcast on the internet, I believe.
or
or-
like most continuous. Yeah.
Always down
Longest
to clown.
continually
Nice. It's good times. So yeah, so I won't be here next week, so have fun. Don't burn the place down. If you do, make sure our insurance pays us.
running. I'll make sure it seems like an accident. Actually, sounds kind of cool. It's like not even remotely in key. Oh, that's so bad. Oh man. Put the chorus on too. I'm good. See you guys.